Mabuhay, Kamustika. This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. The video for today is about finances, cost of living, but not cost of living in the Philippines, because if you're going to be having your Filipino live with you, let's say in the United States, I think it's helpful for her to know, and everybody in her family to know, just what it costs to live here in the United States. Now, we're right here in the Midwest, so the cost of everything is probably, right in the middle. Some places in the country are less. Some places like California would be a lot more expensive. And so to save time, I'm not going to go through all the particular categories, and I do have all of that on a spreadsheet that I keep track of very carefully. But I just added it up today in pesos, and I told my wife to guess how much it costs for us to live in pesos. Just what's in the budget, what are the planned expenses for 12 months. And she guessed around 500,000 pesos. Well, it's actually 2.275 million pesos, over 2.25 million pesos for our expenses, which I cannot do without overtime. That does not include her expenses, since she had to buy a car because of the work schedule changing. My wife's expenses, and this is all for the car, is just almost 500,000 pesos per year just for her. Now, she does thankfully pay for our phone bill and our cable bill, but she has these other expenses. And on top of that, I want her to save some money. There's no reason for her not to be saving money. She's younger. If she decides to stay here the rest of her life, I think it's very important for her to, meet with our financial advisor, be saving money, putting it away, and experiencing being able to be patient and see some growth, because who knows how long my pension or 401k is going to last. And I can't get that 401k for about another, 3 years, but I want to work another 9. So that's kind of expensive. That's why I work 6 days a week. We have overtime every weekend. I ride either Saturday or Sunday down, so I really want to work 6 days a week. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So I sign up for every weekend. Isa, and I've been doing that for decades. What Isa does is she works 40 hours a week, basically. Averages 42 with her 12-hour schedule a day. But she works an additional 10 to 20 hours overtime a week just because she wants to. She wants to save money. She helps us. She has her car. That's a 4-year payment. She's really excited about having that car, and she wants to be responsible and pay that back. Now, some of our yearly expenses does include some travel money here within the United States. If we want to go to Branson, Missouri, Colorado, Minneapolis, somewhere we haven't been before, South Dakota, where I actually lived for a year, that would cover that. If we want to make a trip overseas, that's going to be about, in pesos, about 2.25 million pesos on top of the about 2.8 million pesos a year we need. So another 250,000 pesos to go to the Philippines. We don't do that every year, but that's what it's going to cost. It's got to come from somewhere. Also, I have to take into account we have a 10-year-old townhome. It just got valued a lot higher. It's going to raise the taxes. We have some of the highest taxes here in the country for our property. So we haven't had to do anything yet for the furnace, the water cooler, underground sprinkler system, the roof. Eventually, those things are going to have to be fixed and replaced. Where's the money going to come from? If I work, 8 or 9 more years, Lord willing, well, what after that? I've got to be saving money. I don't want my wife and I to be in trouble, run out of money. And so, this is the thing. Here in America, you come to America as a Filipina, almost guaranteed you're going to have to work. Now, if you have a family, you have children here, the expenses are either going to be redistributed somehow or they're going to increase. So money we want to give, we want our Filipinas to have money to send back home. I've always supported my wife doing it. She makes her own money, which is our money. It's all our money. but she has money that she makes from her job, and she sends that back to the Philippines, and we want her to keep doing that. But by showing you just what our regular annual expenses are in pesos, I hope this, gives someone in the Philippines an idea of just how expensive it is here in the United States. So that's what this video is all about. I hope it's informative for some, and something for a Filipina to keep in mind if she plans on coming to the United States to be with her love beyond the sea.